Hey, what's up, guys? Well, it's the end of the year, start of the new year, even. And as you guys know, I'm a huge gamer. I love video games. As you can see, I even ordered the Fire Emblem 3DS for how much I love games. I have a huge collection. Just love games. And with the new year comes a lot of top 10 lists. A lot. I think I watched like 7 on New Year's for best games and worst games of the year. Now, I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna talk to you about my game of the year. Which you would know if you just looked at my DS. It would have my game of the year would have to be Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm a huge fan of Fire Emblem. Huge fan. I've been a huge fan for years. It's my favorite video game franchise. Constantly delivers fantastic games with fantastic story and fantastic characters. It is one of the strongest games I've ever played in my life. Glorious. Fire Emblem Awakening is a fantastic inclusion in the Fire Emblem line of awesomosity. It encourses everything that made Fire Emblem awesome over the years. It encompassed all my favorite game mechanics from past titles, and then some. It added even cooler mechanics, like the pair-up system. While the saving and the rescue system was there in 7, your partner could not help you. In fact, it straight up hindered you. This does not hinder you. It's great because if you have Awakening, I'll get into the story later. But right now I'm just gonna go through mechanics. There's a pair-up system that 2 units can effectively be a team together, team up, give each other bonuses, attack with them, defend them. It is one of the best mechanics in a Fire Emblem game because it really just makes you makes the strategy even more, because then you can be like, oh, if I partner them with them, they'll get that bonus. But if I partner them with them, he has a stronger attack, thus will help him more in case he does attack. Which is great. It's great. And then another mechanic they brought back from Radiant Dawn and Path of Radiance is the skill system, which is another great inclusion in the Fire Emblem. Is one of my favorite mechanics, because then it adds another extra layer of strategy, because when you can reclass your characters, thus giving them a wider range of available skills. So then you can be like, oh, if I reclass them to this, they'll get this stat, they'll max out this stat, but they'll get this skill. And the good thing about the skills is that when you reclass the character, they get to keep their older skills that they learned from previous classes, which is awesome, because then you can build up like this monstrous character. Like right now, my avatar has lethality, Ignis, Pavis, couple others. I can't remember the other 2 skills, but yeah. It's great. That's just the mechanics. That's just the mechanics they brought back. There's a lot more, but I'm gonna let you play to find those out. Just like I had to. Now we're gonna get a little bit into the story. So if you don't want a spoiler, then just move on to the end of the video. I'll put like a little notification, like right somewhere. But the story of Fire Emblem it is unprecedented. It starts out with the aforementioned avatar, you just like in Heroes of Light and Shadow, a Japanese only game. That's a shame, because it's the first one that actually lets you make an avatar. But I digress. The avatar, you wake up in the middle of a field. And it just so happened that the lord of this game, Crom, is there with his sister Lisa and their retainer. I'm gonna call him a retainer. I don't even know if that's his official job description, but he acts like a retainer. The retainer Frederick, who just happened to come across you. You have no memories except for the opening cutscene, which is you and Crom taking down. Can't remember his name because it's been so long since I beat it. Fuck. You beat the secondary antagonist of the game. If you can hear the music in the background, it's the recruitment themes for Fire Emblem. I'm listening to them all on loop. But that's all you remember. You don't even remember it. Rather, you kind of just experience it again, as in like some epic foreshadowing. Like the actual how the events actually play out based off that cutscene was just phenomenal, and it was a bit of a twist, kind of. It was a pretty good twist though. Like I was like, huh? Look up the opening cutscene if you haven't. Do not look up any others because you do not want to spoil the game for yourself. You do not. This is one game you don't want to spoil because the story. As I'm gonna go into about the first half of it. So what happens? You meet Crom. You guys become instant friends. Like boom, hit her right off the bat, which is awesome because with the support dialogues, you guys really are some pretty awesome friends. But Frederick is very, very suspicious of you because you are in all dark clothing. You know how to use magic and a sword out of nowhere, and you hit it off with the Lord. Now, granted, I would be a bit suspicious at that point as well, but Lisa also develops fast friendship feelings towards you. I'm not gonna. You can make her develop fast feelings for you. That's up to you because they brought back like the relationship where you could make them get married and stuff, which I don't think has been seen since. I don't think you could ever make them married, just like straight up. Because in this game you can straight up make them married. They will marry each other when you get an S rank for support. But I digress again. I'm sorry. I digress a lot. This game just really just gets me giddy. And I just want to tell everyone everything about it, and I can't stay focused. But anywhoosie, right as they meet you, they get called on a brigand attack in on a nearby village that you must go save. And that's the first fight. The first fight is you, prologue. I think it's the prologue. Been forever since I beat it, I'm sorry. But like, and then it goes on. What did I say? Like, then Crom takes you back to Elyssi. Don't know the pronunciation because all these kind of go yield English style up in here, but I'm so white. I'm sorry. You probably just left because of that, if you haven't already. But I keep picking up my DS because I really want to play it, but I want to make this video for New Year's. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of what to say next. Okay, you meet. It's 12 a.m. and I'm making a Fire Emblem video because I like this game a lot. It's my game of the year. But I shall continue with the story. I don't think I'll be able to get to halfway. I'm just gonna list off things that happen. You meet Emerin. You get into another fight. You meet the shepherds, which are pretty much like the badass fighting force of the game. Pretty much Ike's mercenaries from Path of Radiance, if you played it. Maribel, who was the resident lesbian and healer. Before you say anything, she totally is. Like, don't even. She totally is. She has the hots for Lisa so hard. Anyway, she gets kidnapped. You save her. You meet the Mad King. You kill him eventually. Spoiler alert. Colon. 1, 2, 3. Your sister dies. This is the point where you should be making your people bang. And then you meet their kids. It's another thing entirely. Owen Besson. And Morgan. I like Morgan and Owen. They're my kids. And I love them. But, anywho. Long story short. You do pretty much Fire Emblem-y shit. You meet the primary antagonist. He's a fucking asshole. You kill him. Turns out there's another antagonist behind it. Kill him. And then you face the the Dark Dragon Garima from the original Fire Emblem, which is just ties it all together. This game ties everything together. There's characters from every other Fire Emblem game. There's plot points from other Fire Emblem games that come back. Fucking Ragnall makes an appearance, which is awesome. Prime. I don't know. He's a descendant of. I'm sorry. He's the descendant from Ike, and then in DLC, you can have all the other characters join you, which is awesome. You can it's pretty much like Pokemon. They got them all, and you get to make your own little party from your favorites, which is what I always do. I guess that's really it. I kind of did a rush through the story, talked about the basic new mechanics. I have 100 hours in this game. I'm playing it right now, even as I was playing it right before I made this video. It's a great game. If you have a 3DS, must have. If you haven't played, you don't have to have played any of the other Fire Emblems to get the story, because it's fresh, it's new, it pretty much explains everything. It's a must-have. So, if you have a 3DS, get it. Must have. Like, don't even, if it's at your local GameStop, go. Leave this video right now and go. It's a good game. It's a great game. It's a fucking awesome game. 10 out of 10 would play again. I have played it again. I've beat it 4 times. I love it. It's great. Alright, guys, that's gonna be it. Get this game. And then just get it. If you do get it, message me your friend code. We'll do some battle and we'll have a jolly old time. This is the Moon Envoy signing off.